Alright guys, I am now leaving Pickle Lake. Gonna have to find probably a hotel or something to stay along the way. I might stop in Thunder Bay, I don't know, it all depends. I kind of want to avoid driving in the dark, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of driving to get home. It's gonna be about 21 and a half hours roughly total. I'll probably do it over a couple of days. But yeah, it's time to go home. Welcome back to the vlog, ladies and gentlemen. So we are back in Thunder Bay, basically just for today. Then I'm gonna be making my stretch home. I've decided to stop at a place called, honestly, I don't even know how to say it. Is it Kakabeka Falls? That's what I've been kind of thinking in my head, just because it sounds really funny. No, I think it's called Kakabeka Falls. Now, you might be wondering why I'm kind of walking really weird right now. It's because the sun is over there, and if I hold the camera this way, we get completely drowned out by all the light. So, apparently this spot is supposed to be really beautiful. It'd probably be better to come, obviously, during the summertime. Oh wow, we're actually that close to Minnesota? I never even realized that. But yeah, we're here right now, Kakabeka Falls. As you can see why I kept saying Kakabeka Falls. And then there's also the Sleeping Giant, which we actually saw the other day. And that's like this huge rock, basically, that actually looks like a giant sleeping on its back. I didn't even really realize that that's what I was looking at. The lady at the information place where the Terry Fox monument was like, yeah, if you look that way, you'll see the Sleeping Giant. I'm like, cool. Honestly, I had no idea what the heck it was. Looked it up yesterday, and it actually looks pretty cool. But I'm going to go over towards the falls and see what this is all about. So far, it's a very beautiful looking area. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the best vantage point to go down. Is it right down there? Oh wow, I didn't realize it was that close. Oh, is this it? I have no idea if that's it, but okay. What's down here? It looks like there's stairs. Wow, look how beautiful though. Very scenic for winter time. Gorgeous. So how do you get to that side? Do I literally gotta walk all the way around? I really don't want to have to do that. Let's see what's down this way. So that's it, eh? I swear that was like the most Canadian thing I could have ever said. Oh wow, look at that. That's so cool. Just the fact that it's like partially frozen on the sides. Check this out. Wow. That's neat. Yeah, it's like, I imagine during the summertime when all this is, you know, not frozen, it's probably just all flowing. But that looks really cool to see. The water looks so dirty right now, but that's probably just because of like all the mud and dirt that's in there. Let's keep going down, see if we can get a better view. That is freaking cool. Look at that. Nature is freaking awesome. Well, the view is definitely a little bit better from this angle. That is sick. Oh, look at the bird. Wow, dude, look how far down it goes. That's actually kind of scary. You guys probably know I'm like pretty afraid of heights. Oh, there's like another kind of mini waterfall down there. Wow. This is impressive. And it keeps going all the way down. Very nice. Yeah, definitely totally worth seeing at least once. Man, I like that. I don't know if there's any point in going any further, but doesn't really look like this whole thing goes down any further. I mean, I could go like on the bridge real quick, but I'm trying to save some time here because I have a long drive today. At least that's what's planned. And basically what we're doing here today in Thunder Bay is probably 3 more things if time works out. So the first thing is there's an abandoned psychiatric facility that I have been wanting to do, almost tripped, that I've been wanting to do now for a couple of years. I've had it on my maps. It's been abandoned since, I believe, 2018, so it's only been, what, 5 years, give or take? So I highly, highly doubt we're going to be able to get in, but I just kind of want to see it and just take my chances with it. Then after that, there's an area that I've been told. Now, I do know there's quite a bit of problems here in Thunder Bay when it comes to drugs, homelessness, things like that. There's just a lot of it going on. I heard the other day, let me actually go back up further. So there was a lady that I met the other day. She was telling me, because she actually used to live in Thunder Bay, now she lives in Red Rock. And essentially, she was going down this one road and, what's that noise? I hear something. Anyway, so her son, he was actually like riding his bicycle, and he started going down this road when all of a sudden she was yelling at him to stop moving. Immediately, she literally had to run over and pick him up and slowly bring him back. Reason why was because the entire ground was covered in syringes, which is such a scary thought. Like, if you have a child that's going down this like one road, you wouldn't want that. That's crazy. So they did tell me what the area is, so we're gonna go and check it out just to kind of document it and see it. I mean, it's very sad that right now I know a lot of people are going through some hard times and people are living on the streets. They're resorting to things like drugs. They're not really getting the help that they need, at least in my opinion. I feel like maybe a lot more needs to be done, help them with rehab and stuff like that. But basically the only reason we're going to go through is because I want to document it. I want to see what it looks like, because a lot of people from around the world, you think Canada, you think this, right? Nature, cool things to see, but people don't realize what's actually happening in our larger cities. And Thunder Bay is not even a large city. It's like 110,000 people. But for now, let's just walk up the bridge a little bit and see what the view is like over there, and then we'll get a move on. Well, it's nice that they built this walkway over here. There's the falls again right there. So I might just spin around to that side as quickly as I can, because I just want to get another view of it. And also to point out that it cost me $6.50 for a 2-hour pass to come through here, so I might as well get my money's worth. Oh wow, look at all the ice under there. Holy crap. I'm gonna show you guys this in a second, but yeah. And it's funny too, because it's like all online now, and I was just like, oh, I was getting so frustrated. I'm like, damn, I gotta do all this work, create this bloody account for Ontario Parks or whatever, or not create one, but I had to, like, I couldn't remember the password. But yeah, we did it anyways, and we're here, might as well. Look at all that ice down there. That's crazy. Imagine skating under that. That would be fun. Alright, I think we're about to get a pretty unreal view here. Whoa! I mean, it's not quite Niagara Falls, but damn, that's cool. Wow. I love that. We'll go a little further down this boardwalk here. Oh look, somebody built a snowman. That's funny. Wow, look at all that down there. This is definitely quite impressive. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Wow, look at all that. Very nice. It's just something else to see a waterfall that's like almost completely frozen over. Oh, this view is closed for the season. Damn, what are we gonna do? That sucks. But anyways, I gotta start heading out. So I don't know what else is around here. Doesn't look like too much. I also gotta pee, so I'm gonna go take a pee, and then we're gonna get a move on to our next location. And then apparently there's also a spot, I forgot to mention that. There's a spot apparently that has the best Persian donut. If there is time, I am gonna go check that out, just because it's like supposed to be really, really good, and I just kind of want to see if it's worth it. And I don't usually eat like sugar or desserts or stuff like that, just because, you know, I usually try to stick to my keto diet. But if there is time, we'll go and check it out. So we're pretty much here. Down there is the psychiatric facility. I just pulled in and saw this. This is the old jail. Look how old that building looks. That would be so freaking cool to explore. Holy. Okay, let's go and check this out. Apparently we can't just pull in because it's obviously, you know, closed off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down there and park. There's like a park over there, and then walk this way. Not gonna lie, my car really needs a car wash, but we will worry about that later. The facility is just over there. I gotta figure out a way to kind of, you know, creep along onto the property and then walk towards those buildings so we can get a little bit of closer look. So I'm walking down the side of the road here, trying to find the best way to get onto the property. Even if we could just kind of get close and maybe just document the outside, that'd be fine too. But then I do got to get a move on because we still got a couple other things we wanted to do. Unfortunately, this was like the only place that we could realistically park to get even close enough. This is the problems we have when you're trying to explore places and you kind of want to remain a little bit inconspicuous. And also, hopefully I can find a freaking car wash at some point because my car is absolutely disgusting. I'll show you guys after what I mean. I tried pulling into a shell and there was like 7 or 8 cars ahead of me. I'm like, nah, that's not happening. There's no way. Well, there's clearly other people walking around, so it doesn't seem like there's any security or anything like that. Let's walk around these buildings, see what this thing's all about. This place is pretty big. I believe it was opened in like the 30s. I could be mistaken, but there wasn't a whole lot of info on it. It was just deemed surplus in the budget for the province, whatever the hell that means. And then they just decided to close it down. And that was pretty much it. Hello. Alright, so we're approaching the front here. Up until I was almost attacked by that gigantic dog that looked really cute. I kind of wanted to play with him, but then his owner called him over. Oh, looks like the front is completely boarded. I'm curious as to what it says. Ontario Infrastructure, Ontario Property Services. That's pretty much it. But looks kind of cool. Neat design here on the entrance. Alright, let's continue walking around and see what else we find. Maybe we'll find the secret entrance. So I can clearly see a few spots where there's boards. I'm guessing that's where people probably tried to break in from. Whether they got in or not is beyond me. But this place is freaking huge, man. So I've been to quite a few of these facilities over the years because they're quite literally all over the province. Some older versions, and then these were kind of the newer versions with the much larger style buildings, more modern, if you will. And they all kind of look the same from the outside. Like the shape, the layout of the way the property works, how all the buildings kind of connect. And they have like all these different wings and wards, and it's just very, very long. There's like, I'm trying to remember them all. Rideau Regional, which had been repurposed at one point. Huronia, which is partially being used by the Ontario Provincial Police, although the rest of the building is not being used by anybody at all. I've tried getting permission to go in there. Unfortunately, that's a no-go. Most of these places are pretty much off limits, except for St. Thomas Psychiatric, but they want $6,500 a night Canadian, possibly more now, just to be able to film the thing for like 10 hours. So that's crazy. Like, I'm not gonna spend that kind of money. I'll never make my money back on that, unfortunately. I would love to do it, but to film a big building that's mostly empty is really, really not that worth it. Now, when I can go to the US and spend a fraction of the money and actually have a very neat, historic looking building with artifacts a lot of the times too. So, like, you go to Penhurst, you can do that for like very, very little in comparison to what the government wants here, which is absolutely insane because these buildings are just like, they're not being used for anything. Like, look at this. Such a massive building and they have absolutely no use for it. Wow. So this was where the ambulance entrance and transitional care unit was. It's also a fire route, no parking. So I'm trying to see if I can visibly see a potential entrance, but it looks very well boarded. So it's not looking too great. And honestly, unless I find like an open window or an open door, I don't break things. That's, you know, kind of my rules of engagement. However, we can always rely on somebody else to do the dirty work for us, unfortunately. Just kind of is what it is. You're always going to have people breaking into these places. Okay, this is really funny. There's some spray paint on this door that says open. Please keep door open. But it looks like they just... It looks like they covered up the word, please keep door closed. And unfortunately, it is clearly not open. Hang on, I want to see this. What the heck? Look at that. Old phone. That's kind of cool. Just a bunch of garbage in there. Well, so far no luck, but pretty cool to see from the outside. I mean, I've always wanted to at least take a look at it. And now we have. So I've been noticing that there's tape on all of the doors. There's one on this one as well, and I noticed there was some on the other one down there as well. What I think that is so that way if security comes in and they see the tape broken, they'll know somebody's inside the building. Huh. Not not that dumb if you ask me. So there's a building down there. That looks like it was probably the power plant at one point in time. There's another building back here, which is not connected. There's an old security camera, which I highly doubt is even active at this point. Let's walk back here and see what this all looks like. Damn, dude, this property's massive. Even if I did manage to get inside, it would quite literally take me hours just to explore. But honestly, I just want like 30 minutes. That's literally all I want. Is that too much to ask for? So I'm seeing some broken windows here. And then I see footsteps that go to that window. Question is why? Well, to be honest with you guys, I think this one's a no-go. Looks like I've walked almost the entire way around. Good to know that there's no active security or anything like that, but it looks like they've got this place on lockdown. It does look like some people have managed to make their way in, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be making my way in, so it is what it is. I'm not hopeful. I wasn't hopeful to begin with. I honestly just kind of wanted to see it, at least from the outside. Kind of worth it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So this side here is looking like our last chance. I don't know. Like I said, not hopeful at all. But it doesn't look like people have driven in here. Probably security, probably just like reboarding up windows when people break them. And they probably just drive right to the spot that they gotta fix. Well, looks like they got that thing on lockdown. Oh, that's unfortunate. All I was able to do was literally walk around for, what, like 30-40 minutes, take a few shots of the outside, and now I'm gonna head back to the car, hoping to find a car wash along the way, because my car is disgusting right now. Like, the buildup of mud and dirt from that long drive, getting stuck behind logging trucks and stuff, just slinging slush and mud at your car. And yeah, it definitely looks like a real off-road vehicle now, that's for damn sure. But yeah, let's go see if we can find a car wash, and then start heading down to the downtown area, do that, possibly get a donut, and then start heading to where I'm going to stop for the night. Wow, that is one heck of a cool view right there of the lake. Oh man, kind of almost sound like I have a cold right now, but it's just me adjusting to how cold it is outside. It's sunny, which is nice, kind of keeps you warm a little bit, but it's still cold enough that after a while you feel it. So right now I'm heading down to Simpson Street and Arthur Street East. I was told that that is essentially what people here are calling Tent City. It's where a lot of the homeless are kind of stuck there on the streets, you know, accumulating a lot of tents. There's a lot of bad stuff going on in that area. So we're gonna go there to quickly document it. Still kind of looking for a gas station with a car wash. That would be freaking useful. There's an Esso here, but there is no car wash. All right, whatever. Let's just head down there. So far my first impressions of downtown Thunder Bay is it looks extremely old, relatively run down. We're about 1 kilometer to the area that I'm heading to, or that I'm aiming to head to anyway. But yeah, it's like very old and run down here, and the drive very slow. So oh man, I'm like, so oh, there we go, that's better. The sun is right in my eyes. But so I've been to a lot of like North American cities, and some good ones, some not so good ones, but I feel like for some reason this drive is taking absolutely forever. Like 15 minutes to get from one end all the way down to here. Quite a long time. But yeah, I think we're pretty much there, 600 meters away it looks like. So I'm driving down this one road, but I'm not really seeing anything. It's supposed to be in this area. Oh, I guess that's the old hospital. I think that's abandoned now? No, maybe not, I don't know. But, alright, let's keep going down this road a little bit and just see what we find. This sunlight is really killing me, but like just the shadow it's casting on me. So I pulled over just to kind of double check where this spot was supposed to be, and it looks like it would have been up that way. There's a spot called Vickers Park. Apparently there's like up that way and then all the way up Arthur Road. And they also did mention that where they found all those syringes years ago was the Pacific Avenue Bridge, which is about 6 minutes away from here. To be honest, haven't seen a single thing. Not one homeless person, no one kind of on drugs. There was one couple. I stopped at the beer store to grab some Michael Bobs for later, but nothing. There was just like one couple kind of yelling at each other, and that was about it. So maybe they've cleaned up the city. I don't know. I wish I had more time to kind of explore. But yeah, I guess I'll go to that one spot by that bridge that they mentioned. Just see what's going on over there. If anything, maybe I'll just go grab that Persian donut and basically get out of here. Okay, so this might be what they were talking about. Not really seeing evidence of anything, so I think they've actually cleaned it up. Well, good on you, Thunder Bay, if that's the case. That's good. Yeah, it sounds like they would have been right around here. So the lady was basically coming through here with her kid on a bike, and there was thousands.
Your destination is on the right.
Of just syringes everywhere, but there's literally nothing here, no one around, which I guess is a good thing that they've kind of cleaned it all up. But so as far as what people have been telling me, Thunder Bay is going through a relatively large issue of a lot of drugs. A lot of people are having issues out here for one reason or another. It's not evident, like I'm not seeing groups of people as you would in some other places. Like if you're in Toronto, or Tirana, depending on how you say it. If you're Canadian, you say Toronto. You don't pronounce that last T. But yeah, in Toronto, if you go to like Regent Park, you're probably bound to see a lot of people. At one point, they were kind of like also under the Gardiner Expressway. I've seen it for many years. It's a very common thing, especially in large cities. But I mean, Tirana is a much larger city than Thunder Bay, so you're bound to see just a larger volume of people overall. And then you also have Vancouver, which is also a large city, which has East Hastings Street, which I've driven through, where you do see about 14 blocks of people who are obviously on drugs. They're strung out, nodding out, and it's crazy. One day when I do have a chance to go back to Vancouver, I will probably walk up and down the street and document it a little bit better. But for now, I think I'm just going to find this Persian donut place that I heard about, grab one, and pretty much hit the road. I got about a 5-hour drive to go. Well, we found it. A place called the Persian Man. Apparently, they have the world's best donut. So we're gonna give it a shot and see if it actually is the world's best donut. There they are. Apparently they're supposed to be amazing. Alright, we're about to find out why this is the world's best donut. That's different.
You know, I do pretty darn good. I got all my dishes done, my salad bars done.
Wow, not bad.
On a roll.
It's like, I don't know how to describe what's on top of here. It's like sweet but light and creamy and really enjoyable at the same time. Not bad, it was really different. It's kind of hard to like describe the flavor. It's not like, I don't know, it just seems very different. Almost kind of like I was eating some cotton candy spreaded thing on a donut. I kind of liked it. But yeah, I guess if you're from Thunder Bay or if you ever come here, definitely try it out because it's not too bad. So with all the driving that I did, the car is absolutely disgusting. Ugh. Just look at how nasty it is back here. So I am gonna get a car wash because it's just driving me crazy and I can't even see out of the freaking driver's side window anymore. It's so bad. And I also got like 5.5 hour drive, so I gotta fill up on fuel. All right, it's car washing time. Woohoo! It's pretty cool how they do it, like on a conveyor belt. You just put the car in neutral and off you go. Pretty neat. And it's cool how they could do like multiple vehicles at once. Woohoo! I'm so excited. I've never been so excited for a car wash before. I can't see. I can't see. Oh my God. Pretty cool. But yeah, honestly, the car was so disgusting that I needed to get all the damn dirt off of this thing. It was just becoming hard to see. Every time you touch the car, your like fingers get all dirty and nasty. But yeah, after this, just about a 5 hour and 2 minute drive, and then we'll be stopping probably at like a hotel or something. Nothing crazy. And then tomorrow, I think it's like 8 or 9 hours, basically back to Brampton. All right, get that dirt off the car! Yeah! Woo! Now, all I gotta do is clean the inside of the car and we're good. Alrighty.